Join us as we take you through the in-depth process of how an iconic GLA unit is created. This is Command & Conquer: Beyond the Battle, Part 2.
So it's really fun to work in the Generals universe. We look back at where the original game was and some of the fun unit ideas they came up with, and we think, like, how would the GLA have modified this bomb truck idea?
We wanted to basically take some classic Generals 1 units, upgrade them a little, give them a little more oomph.
So the GLA nuke truck in Command & Conquer is a combination of two vehicles from the original Generals, GLA bomb truck and the GLA nuke convoy. So it was a real fun one to reimagine in Command & Conquer.
Everyone touches a different component, and they add personality, and they develop the character of the unit as they go along.
So a unit begins with the design team, where we're sitting in a room coming up with units for a specific faction. So we'll write up a basic brief for it. It is a nuke truck. It is a truck with a nuclear weapon that self-destructs. We will prototype the unit with gray boxes, repurposed art, whatever, just to see if the concept actually works within our game engine and our gameplay.
And from there, it lands in the art department's hands. We start in the concepting phase, and for us, we concept in a 2D form just because it's easy to rapidly iterate. When we arrive at what we feel is a very successful concept, it goes to the modeling team.
One thing we want to make that truck, make the original player remember, recall the memory, hey, that's a GLA new truck I played 10 years ago. Basically want to, maintain the basic shape of the original general one, and we kind of like spice it up, to make it more sexy and make it more modernized.
You may get this wonderful design, this wonderful model from the modeling team, and in your mind, automatically you see it in your mind how it's gonna behave inside the game. Again, we had this initial conversation with design. We tried to understand what was the scope of the unit, what it could do on the battlefield, and then we came up with an animation list. And the animation list included a speed boost, and so we created an animation that specifically makes this unit jiggle a little bit more as it charges against your enemy base. And then we created all the hit animation and all the move animation and so on and so forth.
My job as a visual effects artist is to make people just sit back and go, awesome. I get with my art director and figure out what exactly we're gonna do. There's some more back and forth between us and design. Then I start. This is a nasty stolen nuclear technology that they don't really know quite how to operate, but they do know barely how to operate. They know how to get it running, how to make it dangerous. So in addition to the normal sort of classic nuclear mushroom cloud, there's gotta be some slop in there as well. Some dirty radiation, some nastiness thrown up.
Yeah, for a unit, we normally get some of the concept art early on, and we start creating some basic ideas of okay, this is gonna be a bigger unit, so we need to get some bigger explosions. For the nuke truck, we did not explode a nuke, unfortunately. The world probably thanks us for that. But yeah, we did find some cool explosions that have been recorded and mixed in, processed those in a certain way that when it explodes, it feels good.
A few months later, the art assets come back. They're all rigged and animated and fully textured and beautiful. And then we plug those into the game and we're able to play with them right away. The nuke truck in particular is one of our high-end units. So balancing its cost is interesting because you only get to use it once, but at the same time, it's so tremendously powerful that it can't be a cheap thing. I mean, it's a nuclear bomb strapped on the back of a dump truck, so we have to price it accordingly, and then we have to make sure that the technology investment is sufficient to reflect how good it is in the game.
So my personal favorite strategy for the nuke truck is to use it in a kind of a flanking move, where you'll advance on your opponent's base from one angle while secretly gathering a good collection of nuke trucks at a different angle. And while you're distracting them with with your main attack, sneak in the nuke trucks from the side and just annihilate whatever flank you attack.
So one of the key strategies I use the nuke truck for is when I scout out an expansion. I know 2 or 3 of them can take out the entire expansion. So what I do is just send over those 3, get one, kill all the workers, and send the other 2 to kill the structure.
We've had great reaction so far. There's a lot more to come, and I cannot wait for the players to get their hands on it.